Sup, my dudes, Valk here, and today I want to talk to you about the new best unit in the game from the Battle Pass. At level 40 in the Battle Pass, you get Father of Humanity, Adam, from Records of Ragnarok. He's so good. I'm going to explain to you guys now why today, why he's the best unit in the game. Bar none, in my opinion. I do think he's up better than Gilgamesh. It's because he is just absolutely the most flexible unit in the game that you can take into anything and just absolutely dumpster with. You guys are going to be asking, Valk, how do I get levels into BP quickly? The only way, the literal only way to level into BP is to do your daily quest. You see that shield, that's BP XP. And do your weekly quest. Once again, see that shield, that's Battle Pass XP. That is the only way to progress in the Battle Pass, so I highly recommend doing your dailies and your weeklies to be able to get him, because God, is he worth it. He's a unit that he's so good, I could see potentially getting nerfed. I don't see units getting nerfed too often, except Doma was the last one that I was like, yeah, this probably needs to get nerfed. Adam is of that category. He is so strong, and I'm going to be showcasing for you guys today exactly why. I didn't go over his thing and show you guys his categories. I'll show you guys after. I'll remember to do it. I'll show you guys after. I'll show you his unit page and all that. But first, let me just show you guys what he does, because he doesn't have a passive. He's only in like 5 categories. Categories are his biggest weakness, and he needs that weakness because he's so strong. So let me go ahead first and essentially look at his graphics, or look at his attacks. I don't know what his attacks are. I haven't seen them yet, so let me go ahead, crank them graphic qualities, and let's see exactly what we have. So very first attack, he just punches. That's cool. That's cool. That's about right for Records of Ragnarok. Next one, he does an axe kick. Also cool. That's about right for Records of Ragnarok. And then Galaxy Impact. What is this one? Just a very big AoE punch. Shows stars. Super pretty. Really, really dope. Let's turn the settings back down. All in all, his settings his graphics are pretty minimalistic. But you guys have probably seen this right here on the top, on the right. And you're like, Valk, what is this? It's exactly what it looks like. He's able to copy any passive in the game. Now, there are some exceptions, like units with multiple passives, like Gojo. He can't copy Gojo's passive at all. And I'm going to test afterwards, because I am going to pull out this. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys a unit page. I'm going to back out and grab some other units to see his interactions, but I just want to show you guys the possibilities of what he can do first. So you can see I have Toji Fushiguro in my 3rd slot. I copy slot 3, and then I click him again, and now he has Hunter. So if I summon a bunch of enemies, whenever he kills them, he's going to get XP. And he's going to raise attack off of that. So another thing you can do is you will keep that Hunter XP whenever you swap. You can see I'm going to swap again. 816k, I swap. And he's now to raise attack. So now whenever I summon in enemies, he's going to raise his attack. This is where he gets really, really insane. Is the fact he's able to scale up off raise attack, and then in a hunter or hunter into raise attack, or he can do multiple scaling methods to reach really strong passives, like this one right here, Rising Voltage from Kashimo. Kashimo's passive is insanely powerful. Stun enemy for half a second, deal 60% attack or 50% attack 6 times over 6 seconds, and then when this unit attacks an enemy, it is paralyzed, explodes all the paralyzed damage, and stun for 6 seconds. So if you run him along Kashimo, even without Kashimo being on the lead, if I put Kashimo here, and what's his attack at? And I put in an enemy that is at roughly, let's say, 3 million HP, right? 3 mil should be good enough to where they can get down the lane a little bit and get to Kashimo, so Kashimo can actively go ahead. You can guys can see the never mind, he literally one-shot it with the DOT. You get the idea. It's very, very, very strong. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, so let's try this one more time. Don't die instantly to the DOT, please. I would like you to get that DOT popped so people can see what it's like. And there you go. Now you guys can see exactly what happened. Stun went off, and then he just exploded. So this is what I mean that he can do. He can reach some crazy, crazy, crazy high damage numbers. So I'm not going to show his damage scaling because it's borderline infinite on what you can do with him. It's up to your own creativity. This is easily my favorite unit in the game now because of the way he works. The more creative you are as a user and the deeper your box and the deeper your pool, the more you can do with him because he's absolutely insane as a unit. So I'm just going to show you guys his attack on base, and then we're going to pull out and grab some other passes just to see how they work, because I do want to test for myself as well. So, if you guys were just curious on how Adam works and why Adam's the best unit in the game, hopefully this explains it to you, because he's able to reach a 2.56 million attack stat with Idol and as well as Peace Symbol. And let's say, for example, you just brought Idol and Peace Symbol and you're just giga amping him up. Well, look what you can do. Now you have superpower on a 2.56 million attack stat because you took the superpower from All Might. Yeah. Yeah, he's really, really, really good. So let me go ahead now. Let me back out. Let me grab some other units because I am genuinely curious how exactly he works in conjunction with critical. I know a lot of you guys have questions about that. Can he snatch critical? If so, what is his crit rate? We're going to bring Nanami to test because Nanami has the highest base crit rate at 70%. And then also, I want to test how he works with scaling units. Units like Yuta that start off raise attack and then go into love to see if he's able to take the passive on placement. The passive it currently has or the passive that is on its unit page. There's a lot of different options of what he can do. So I do want to test that, and that's what I'm going to figure out. And that's kind of where I'm going to call the video after that, after we do our little test. But before that, I want to show you guys his unit page so you guys can see what categories and stuff he's on, what he leads. He leads a pretty good category in Savior of the Earth. I think that's a really nice category, but you guys are going to see me using him a lot. I really, really like this unit. Easily my favorite unit in the game because of how he works, and I think he's super, super dope. So, he's on Savior of the Earth, Power, Family, Godly Energy, Fierce Fighter, Hypersonic, Honor and Integrity, and Hero. The only category him and Kashimo share, if you guys are curious, is Hypersonic, whereas he shares Godly Energy with stuff like Gilgamesh, so you can get the raised attack. You just kind of really have to think about your team that you're building whenever you build him, simply because you are going to want to really stack your team with a bunch of different passes that are going to be beneficial to kind of build up one giga unit, right? So you're going to have a strong team with strong passes and hopefully have him there as well. You guys can see I have the Eve skin. The Eve skin's really, it's really something. It's really, we getting demonetized with this one. Anyways. First off, that's an interesting bug I never ran into before. Okay, so first off, let's go ahead, let's grab Nanami to see how he interacts with the critical passive. And then let's go ahead and grab Yuta, that way we can see what passive he gets. Is it on placement? Is it scaling? How's it go? And I think that's kind of all I want to see. There's not really any other passive I want to see, or any other test I really need to know. How it interacts with critical is pretty important. If you guys have anything else, let me know, and I'll probably test out in future videos. But this is kind of what I really want to see right now, is how he interacts with the critical passive. I have yet to test this because I've had no reason to. Because whenever I do run him in Metal Rush, and yes, he is going to be Metal Rush meta. This is why he's the best unit in the game, because he is absolutely the best option to pick in every single stage now. Basically, I am going to run him in Metal Rush, but I'm going to run him with Love, with Arias, and have Love and have Dark Flame Lover kind of lead the category, and see if I can either make him attack raise for the beginning, like I do with Yuta, or if I need to basically make him do other stuff, or if he can go instantly into Love. Because he's going to have, even without a lead, he'll have like a 1 million attack stat pretty handedly. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see exactly how that plays out. So let's go ahead, let's max him out. Let's see how he copies the critical passive. He doesn't have a percent rate. Let's see if he can crit. How much HP I have? I have 22.5k. Let me summon in metal. Is he guaranteed crit? Let me summon in a lot of metal. Is he guaranteed to crit? Because he doesn't have a crit passive? Let me do ×5 speed and just keep summoning in metals. He'll eventually not crit. Okay, no. He took... Okay, look. He does have a percent. It is a percent, you just can't see it. It is a percent, you just can't see it. He has an unknown percentage. Maybe he has Nanami's crit percentage too at 70%. So you can just take critical with him. It's just an unknown percentage because it doesn't show. So I don't know what his crit percent is. I'm going to assume he took Nanami's 70%. So that's really, really, really damn good. That's really good. So now the next question I have is, if I copy Yuta, does it go raise attack? It goes straight to love. Now what if I place Yuta so his passive is currently raise attack, and then I copy slot 3 again? Is it still... Okay, so it is love on Yuta. That's interesting. So it's more so it's ripping the passive from the unit page itself rather than it is from that. So that means you don't even have to have Rias to run the Dark Flame Lover team anymore. You can just run Yuta. Yuta with Dark Flame Lover as lead, and then run Adam, and you're able to instantly proc love on an 815k attack stat. That's really nuts. I mean, he's on his own lead, so it'd be like more like 400 something k maxed out, not counting infinite bonuses. So you can't use the raise attack with Yuta like I was talking about. You can just use the love, which is still going to be really good to have a full AoE love unit. Full AoE crit or full AoE love, however you want to use him, he's still going to be very, very, very good for anything. If there's a crit unit that goes along inside this category, you can take that crit passive and run him in Metal Rush as well. Dude, he's such a good unit! He does everything I could want in a unit. He's so sick. The sky's the limit with this guy. I really can't wait to see what people cook up with Adam and see what kind of crazy combinations they come up with. I've already been playing with like Bloodthirsty 2, Rising Voltage, etc. I think Rising Voltage is still like probably the best bet if you're running with Kashimo and a team like Hypersonic or Honor and Integrity. I think Hyper Voltage is probably your best bet. But there's so many possibilities. I'm super curious to see what people come up with them. Anyways, thank you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Glaze session on Adam. This is my new favorite unit in the game. I love this unit. He's so sick. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.